Thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope you guys are doing well. Today we have a special guest, MTG Purple, as well as Stone Monkey Productions and TrashfireMTG.
Perp Media!
Perp Media, we the best. If you don't know who they are, then go check out in the description down below. I added their. You should go subscribe to them right now. So go ahead and check that out, like this second. So how you guys doing?
Very good. Thank you for having us.
Yeah. Is my audio okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
Surprisingly enough, there are no issues. Sounds really good.
It's
All right.
crazy.
Awesome. It's beautiful. It's perfect. Let's
This is
tweet
going
this
in
out.
the mail to Trash sometime soon because he sent me that
Ooh,
stalking
sexy.
tiger.
It's because Purple's here. That's why. If Purple wasn't here, then we'd be having issues because everything goes perfect with him.
You're already having fucking issues, for Christ's sakes, man. How unprofessional is this shit? I told Carly that we would just boom, be in it right away. No talking, no nothing. Just dive right in.
Dive right in.
I tweeted this shit out. So what's going down? What are we doing? What are we doing tonight?
So we're obviously talking about how Magic the Gathering is dying.
Just dive right in.
And we're talking about just everything that's going on right now in Magic.
All right.
We can talk about a couple things. I do have a couple questions for you guys. Like, first of all, I'm curious what you guys think about what can possibly save Magic at this point and what needs to be
MTG
done.
Purple.
What, you want to know what I think will save Magic? I mean, obviously, what they need to do, in my opinion, is they need to change things up. At this point, there's so many problems with what's going on with the game that a major shakeup is needed. I was actually thinking today, for the first time ever, that, I mean, I don't genuinely think about Mark Rosewater very frequently, but he's been the head designer for the entire time that the game's been going on, essentially, has he not? Like, the lead designer? I'll have to look into this to double check. But if that's the case, I mean, he's responsible for the vehicles, all that stuff. There comes a point where maybe you need to bring in somebody who's not such an old world perspective, right? Because he's from way before the internet was even a thing. So I don't know. That's one thing. I think a lot of shakeups are needed.
From a designer point, though, you have a very good point, and I think that that's a very small problem, though, in Magic right now. In terms of, like, everything else that's going on,
no, the play is the most important thing. So
play is obvious. Yes, play is the most important.
Because here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. What we're talking about right now, let's get this straight. Let's get everything fucking cleared on the table so everyone who's watching understands the actual situation. Us right now and what we're talking about, we represent such a tiny fraction of Magic that it doesn't even matter. So if you want to talk about MTG YouTubers getting banned from Magic, it doesn't even matter in the grand scope of Magic. Everyone's like, oh, this is the death of Magic. No, it's not. 99.5% of Magic players don't even know this is happening and won't know it's happening. And I know this because I go into a game store every fucking week and talk to people who are grounded in reality, who aren't watching my program or whatever else, and they have no fucking clue. So it's not like these issues that people like to portray online are the massive death of Magic. Nope, still going to go on around the tabletop. It's just Wizards is going to lose more and more money and shrink smaller and smaller. Magic's just isn't going to collapse and die in this amazing flaming spectacle that everyone can point at and go, I knew it. I said it was going to happen. It's not going to happen. Magic's going to like sputter out over fucking decades and decades. Magic won't die until people like me fucking die. You get it? Decades and decades, bro.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
It's gonna die the slow death of 1,000 cuts with all the terrible things that they keep doing. It's gonna drive people away in slower increments till nobody notices, and then eventually there's nobody around at your LGS to fire a single event.
Well, exactly. I know baby boy here gets it. Whoever this fresh-faced boy is, he totally gets it.
Mike was around for the original slow dying of Magic back in the day. I was around for that too. That was a little after I got into it originally, and it was kind of scary. But I mean, that was back in the late '90s, early 2000s. Look at us now; we're still going.
Yeah, man. The game goes in waves and it loses people. But honestly, what they're doing, I will admit right now that what they're doing is insane. Like they've lost a massive amount of players, and what they're doing is crazy. I know that I wanted to put it in perspective, the amount of people who are paying attention to this, but that doesn't diminish what they're actually doing.
I have another interesting perspective is from 2009 to 2014, Magic has actually grown excessively. It was one of the most like successful years of Magic the Gathering between that time, 2009, 2014. And after that, it started declining. So yes, it is dying to the point where we're losing basically everybody that we gained in that era, but we still have basically the same, a large amount of player base that we had around that time in 2009 prior to that successful time in Magic the Gathering. So, I mean, to put it really bluntly, Magic is dying, but it's dying in a sense where it's just losing all its people that didn't really ever care about Magic that much anyways. If you care about Magic enough, you'll probably stick it through.
Yeah, I'm sticking it through this tough patch where I haven't liked a lot of what's coming out, and I haven't liked a lot of what's happening with the company, but I'm not like selling out my entire collection, and I'm still picking up the odd thing off the secondary market because I still love this game, and I'm not going to let the toxic politics that's going on right now drive me away from something I love, but I'm just not going to give them any additional fucking dollars.
I think that's a position that a lot of people find themselves in right now, where it's just like, hey, you know what? I like the game. I want to keep playing, but I don't like what they're doing, so I don't want to keep funneling money to them, right? Because they're greedy and making insane decisions currently.
Well, I mean, you could obviously see at how much product they're pooping out every single. They plan on making a product almost every single 6 months. Not 6 months, 6 weeks.
Well, what they're doing with the master sets is just the highlight of their greed. The way that they're pulling value out of the master sets, producing them more often. It's really gross.
Okay, there's a pedophile in Wizards of the Coast. I gotta say it. I don't know exactly who it is, but that's what's going on. There's someone that is actually a pedophile high enough up in the company, and that's exactly what's going on.
Surprised.
I really
wouldn't be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was a pedophile high up in the company, but I would be definitely surprised if they had anything to do with any of this, because that's retarded. What are you trying to say? Because they went after the fucking judge program and there was pedophiles in their free slave labor judge program, that now all of a sudden it's a situation where some higher up who has nothing to do with this, who they would have already done background checks if they were going to anyways, and this doesn't affect, is now waging a war? No, that doesn't even make fucking sense, man.
No, I mean that's why they don't, they don't want to do background checks or don't care to. They got someone. So there's a pedo.
They didn't want to do background checks. Wizards of the Coast didn't want to do it because it looks bad on them that they have to admit that they're fucking needed, and they don't want to make their slave labor costs fucking. Hey, if you want to be a slave for us, it's going to cost you more. That's the fucking main reasons.
No problem, Carlos. I don't know why I just called you Carlsberg.
So, Mike, you haven't gotten an email yet, have you?
I haven't gotten an email yet. I checked multiple email accounts. The thing is, I have multiple DCI numbers.
Right, I remember you saying that.
At least one of them is before I even had like an email address, I think. Like I was a fucking judge for these guys and like a DCI. I got my DCI number in like the mid to early 90s, bro. My first one. So I wasn't like fucking, yeah, hit me up, Wizards, fucking young stud 94 at mtg.hotdong.com. You know, like I didn't have any of that. So for all I know, I'll know when I'm banned, when I just happen to be like going somewhere and they're just like, yo, just so you know you're banned, and I'll be like, word? Hold up, let me fucking make a new DCI number, and I'll be like, I'm Dongus Hunglewang, and here you go, just pop that in the system, and they'll be like, all right, bro, and then I'll just play. So it doesn't mean shit to me. It literally will just be, it'll be something that I can just use to be like, hey, look at how shitty Wizards is and pay attention to me, kind of thing, you know? So I'm not
That's fucking great.
Then you can't go on the Pro Tour, Mike. Your dreams of going on the Pro Tour are dashed.
The thing is, dude, you want to talk about the Pro Tour? When I was in high school and the Pro Tour was like a new thing, I genuinely thought it would be really cool to be a Magic Pro player, because I thought the idea of making money off of Magic cards was amazing. I thought the idea of playing Magic to make money was amazing. So the whole thing to me was incredible. I was like, this is great. And then, and then we ended up going to some bigger events in Toronto, right? And I'm playing with all my friends, and they all get scrubbed out in the earlier rounds. And I'm just sitting there kicking people's teeth in. And I'm playing against this guy in whatever round, and he took out like his it's a full-grown man, and he took out like a flask, and he's drinking in front of me, and he didn't seem like he was having fun. Like, basically what I'm trying to say is the whole environment was not what I thought it was going to be. It wasn't this. The Pro Tour isn't some fucking glorious thing. It's one step up from a church that stinks like farts, and they'll give you $50 to show up if you've given them $10,000 and spent your life fucking whoring out for them. So it's a ridiculous setup with no fucking appeal. It's full of fucking douchebags who are all fucking, I'm going to put you on tilt because I want 7 more booster packs and $8 in a Pro Tour point because then I can get on the gravy train and they'll give me $80 in appearance fees and they'll tickle my balls in an article. My priorities are in alignment. Fuck the Pro Tour. Fuck Wizards of the Coast. They can suck my asshole and ban me. I've done more for the game than a lot of fucking people. Fuck them. That was long before I had a channel.
There you
Anyways, go. I know I'm monopolizing the talking time. Go ahead, guys.
Builder in the chat.
I have a quick question. But no, what's up, Rogue Dick Builder? Rogue Dick Builder.
Rogue Dick Builder. Sucking that Clorox.
Yo, so Purple. Quick question. How is the F&M attendance in your game store? Because my game store is actually pretty large in terms of like just space-wise, and they have tons of people coming, but our F&M attendance is like shit. I've been talking to like the store manager and stuff like that, and then been saying that, yeah, it's been really bad lately, even for like drafting on just like any regular day. Like sometimes they draft on Tuesdays. And I recently went there on Tuesday, and there were just like only 4 people that wanted to draft. But Yu-Gi-Oh was firing off, like Dragon Ball Z, all these other different games are firing off. And we're sitting there, apparently one of the biggest games supposedly that's, you know, came out way before any of these other games. And we're sitting there and just thinking like, what the fuck? Why aren't we firing off? So it's like, I don't know, man. It's kind of frustrating at this point to think that if Magic is really dying, then why is it the way it is? Why is F&M attendance so low? It has to be that it is dying. And that's my opinion.
That was such a long, meandering question that I lost the thread of it. But let's talk about something more important. Tasty Snackies is here, and that fucker is trying to take my spot as the fucking red-faced champion of Magic. Look at the fucking guy's avatar. He's a goddamn red-faced motherfucker. Fuck you, Tasty. I'm coming for you, bitch.
Hey, Tasty's one of the.
Fuck Tasty.
No, Tasty's the man.
Tasty's one of the neighbors.
No, man.
You know, one of the
Tasty
guys.
Tasty is the fucking AIDS. Have you ever watched his show? He starts everything out with the same thing. Hey, I'm Tasty Snackies. I'm the guy who makes Magic videos. He literally says that at the beginning of Magic's videos.
I've been watching.
That's a direct quote.
No. I was watching him since he was before the whole Death Slater thing. Before he made his. Death Slater
What did he talk about in his fucking? What was the name of his video about reading comments then, huh? And what did he talk about drinking in that video? It's called Fat Loser. It's called Fat Loser Reads Hate Comments, and he tells somebody to drink bleach. He fucking Googles it for them. All right? Prove you're a fucking fan like I just did. Anybody can claim a time frame. You ain't riding his dick right.
Yeah.
That's fucking
off.
Media, bitches. We are the best Magic.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, you're shitty, Drew.
That's right.
It is
purple
pop.
The
It's purple pop
75% per media up in here.
Hell yeah.
It's purple pop quiz time. What?
That's what Rogue Deck Builder said.
Purple pop that quiz.
There's my stream
I'm
friend.
alpha doing the purple. Fuck that, Tasty. You know I liked you when I made that video pretending to be you, bro. You know, I know you like simple play. I'm just a kid, being Tasty Snackies is a nightmare. I'm going to keep mentioning my videos that I want to make low effort. Low effort.
Has Tasty Snackies not been critical of Wizards of the Coast lately?
He has been.
Even if he had, they're not going to come after him. He literally
No,
said
but
he
I'm
just
just
wants to make
wondering-
low effort videos where he talks.
There's a reason I'm asking, because I'm wondering if he has been mentioned in any of the conversations surrounding the bannings rumors, because people are claiming that it's not because of people supporting Jeremy. He's claiming that they're just being rumored to be banned because of their criticisms of WotC. So I'm just wondering if he has been mentioned in any of those
I
conversations.
haven't seen anything, and apparently he hasn't seen anything. So,
well, maybe it is people connected to Jeremy and the Pedogate then, and not just people who are critical of WotC.
well,
I don't know. Has Desolator's
Tasty-
name been named? So
Tasty
Tasty's
doesn't-
fucking critical.
Tasty doesn't side specifically with Jeremy all the time, and if you've seen his recent tweets, he's not really on Jeremy's side. He's more on the customer side and everybody else's side, and I think that's a good thing. At the same time, Jeremy's not always right. You can't always, just because you like somebody, agree with every single opinion that they say. So
I think that list is fake.
What's that, Kyle?
Sorry, I'm reading the chat. I think that list of people.
Rudy's rumored to be on the
Rudy hasn't barely ever said shit about it. He stays out of everything. You know, his own thing.
Rudy's
That's
the
what I
most quiet guy.
like about Rudy.
He's
You
the most
know?
quiet guy in terms of drama.
Yeah, he's just kind of he wants to keep out of the drama, which is great because
He's a very chill
I
guy.
can go there for that non-drama, but I've kind of gotten to the point where internet blood sports, bitches.
Fucking blood sports.
Yeah.
So, again, back to the real question though. How is FNM attendance at your FNMs?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I know that you don't go on
Probably
FNM.
popping though, actually, because I know when I go on Friday nights to go buy when I go pick up my cards, because I usually pay for them Monday, go get them Friday. It's usually pretty packed over at CCG House, even though I really don't like going there too much. I know the other card shop is he's upgraded to having pre-releases now and stuff, so I know he's growing. There's 3. There's well, actually there's like 12, 15 in like 7 miles of me. I won't lie, but most of them don't have play space.
So I don't play FNM at the LGS.
Oh, your
And it's
audio
actually-
just went out. Your
Completely?
audio just went
Can you
out.
hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Okay, still good?
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, like I was saying, I don't play FNM at the LGS at all, so I don't know. I think it fires regularly, but I go there every Saturday for drafts, and we actually have trouble firing off drafts quite often. There's usually 5 or 6 people there, and it's rough.
I think Ixalan was really bad for drafts, and Rivals also. I heard that Rivals of Ixalan was a little bit better, but Ixalan was completely like empty, at least in my store, when the one that I go to. The funny thing is, I also got a little bit insider information about the store, like how much money they make, and they made over $1 million in revenue just like in a year. In 1 year, they made $1 million last year. So
nice.
But that's not even compared to like Magic the Gathering. Most of their stuff wasn't even for Magic. It's just weird that it's getting.
But yeah,
this
like you were saying
bad.
about Ixalan and Rivals of Ixalan, they're so bad that we don't draft either of those sets at our LGS. In order to get people to the store, they ask me what set I want to draft, and I tell them I won't draft anything but Masters 17 or Kaladesh or Aether Revolt. So we draft Kaladesh and Aether Revolt, or we draft Masters.
You know what? Iconic Masters was
we were supposed to do Iconic,
pretty
but that didn't fire.
Iconic Masters is very fun as a draft. It actually is. Even though it doesn't have that many good cards, it's pretty fun. It's more
I
of
just like drafting master sets.
Yeah. What about you, Purple?
Master 17 is a fun. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Purple, have you drafted recently?
When was the last thing I drafted? We did a weird draft where we used some packs of Ixalan. We used 3 packs of Ixalan and a pack of Scourge, and that was really, really weird but fun.
That's so random.
Watching that draft video though, it's amazing how passionate people are about that, because it's just I just recorded all my picks, right? And people were so upset because they're like, White Black was so open at that table. Why are people playing vampires? Oh, fuck you. Like, they're getting angry at me because your table's not drafting right. But the fucking funny thing is I ended up playing White Black in the end anyways. And I ended up winning with the fucking deck. But people are still like, White Black was so open. And I'm like, I played White Black. Fuck you. I'm sorry, expert on triple Ixalan / Scourge draft.
That's fucking great. What about F&M attendance?
F&M attendance has stayed fairly steady, at least at the store that I go to. I don't know. I mean, we have a good time though. Like, I don't know if the place I go is like a fair sample size. I don't know. I have no idea if attendance is across down the board. When it comes to F&M, it seems the same, but you'll see things like not as many people coming out for pre-releases, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Do you play Standard yourself, Purple, or you're just really like more of a judge and just play Magic here and there or whatever?
I didn't catch the first part of that. My phone cut it out or something.
No problem. I said, do you play Standard, or are you usually just?
As soon as you started talking, fucking Kyle just started bonging over it, bro.
I know.
Like, you're like, I'll ask the question, and I'm literally up on my screen, I see his face, and it's like, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, good timing, Kyle. Put the fucking thing down for a second. Let the man ask his fucking question.
Mike?
Jesus.
Okay, I'll try one more time. So yeah, no, I said crap. What did I? Fuck, I forgot what I said.
You play Standard.
Yes,
if you play Standard.
That's it. Look at TrashfireMTG's like, I'm so sick of this. Just answer the fucking question. Do I play Standard? No, not really.
Okay, I was just interested because I don't know how much Magic. Like, I know obviously you have a Magic channel, but you don't really talk about Standard. I mean, you do sometimes, but I just haven't really heard.
Standard is the absolute. If you want to know my opinion on Standard's the absolute most boring fucking thing on the goddamn planet, dude. I started playing Magic before there were fucking formats. Then they came up with Type 1 and Type 2. And basically what they were saying was, hey, assholes, we only want you to play with 10% of your collection. And at first I was like, get fucked, you stupid pricks. And then I was like, okay, fine. I understand the benefits of having a limited format. It gives people who are newer to the game the ability to play. Fine. I want more people to play the game. But Standard is the most abysmal shit, especially because of the fucking internet. Oh, wow. Please let me play a format where there will be, what, 4 or 5 decks tops with all these overlapping cards? Can I please play a Magic format with the least variety on earth? Guys, can you design a format where there's only 20 different cards I can expect? That would be a fucking amazing. Can you take a game with 25,000 cards and find a way to make only 20 actually usable? I would love that. Sign me up for that, and let's do it over and over. You know what? Why don't we play a 2 out of 3 game so I can see that deck I already know by memory before I've even fucking seen it? Give me a break. Fuck Standard right in its ass.
So what about Modern?
Modern's fine, man.
You play Modern?
Modern's fine. No. I play King Cube, baby. Modern is like, whatever. You're still going to get the same Hufflepuff fucks going, oh my god, I'm playing Slurpity Derp Meta Flapper number 7. Oh, do you play the Naya Wedge? No, I play Magic cards, dickface. I've been playing since the beginning. Whatever fucking... Oh, do you play the Naya Wedge? Motherfucker, I've been playing since 94, okay? I get that to you, that's the 3-color shard wedge. But to me, you're talking about, like, the fucking Middle Ages of Magic that don't mean shit to me, kid. I only fucking play King Cube. That's it. What do you play? I play King Cube. Do you play this? I play King Cube. I play motherfucking King Cube like a boss. I'll draft occasionally. And other than that, like, maybe smash a couple precons against each other. But... I mean, the fucking anything not pre-constructed, anything like you build your decks for the tournaments and shit, it's gonna be boring. It's just gonna be the same nonsense.
It gets stale.
So EDH wouldn't interest you at all then, Mike?
EDH, actually, that's the thing about King Cube is King Cube has taken the elements of EDH that I love. EDH is a fucking format that I'm not well suited to because every single time I set out to build an EDH deck, I'm used to playing one-on-one I'm gonna hold you down and slit your throat. Even if it's a goofy dwarf deck, it's still got some menace to it, whatever it is. So when it comes to EDH decks, I always found myself building these like I'm gonna build a blue deck around Cure, Great Glass Spinner, blah blah, and then I'm like, wait, you're building an uninteractive blue counterspell deck for a friendly format where this is like the most rude thing you can do, and you're going to be an ignorant dick. You're not going to enjoy it. Your opponent's not going to enjoy it. Like, I'm drawn to one-on-one. I'm going to kick your teeth in. I hate multiplayer because people's threat analysis is garbage. It's just fucking trash. You'll be playing a game and they're like, I'm going to smash your stuff. Why? For no logical reason. Oh, it's like, if I wanted to play with retarded fucking AI, I could do that on the computer. You're a fucking moron. And I can't say, it's like, idiot, you're going to smash my fucking 2/2 artifact creature with no abilities. Do you see that artifact over there? In 2 turns, he's going to have infinite turns. Yeah, I know that you just explained that to me, but I'm still going to destroy your 2/2. Why? Because you think you're better at Magic. You're a fucking idiot, and I hate you, and I hope you die. Like, it's just, I can't fucking do it, man. For everybody's health and my fucking heart, I can't play multiplayer. But King Cube, on the other hand, brings in the beauty of one of any given card. You never know what's coming. It balances out the power issues. So if everybody has a King Cube deck, then, I mean, if everyone had the exact same power level EDH deck, otherwise you don't have the same balance. King Cube sorts all of that out. You can play it at any time, and only one person has to have one. It's the best.
Cube is very good.
Croc says, I take no prisoners. Goddamn right.
Yep. That's why I'm making an unstable cube, and I see Kyle has some unstable packs he was showing off there.
What? Yeah. No way.
I need to make an unstable cube. That'd be sick.
I just want to get my collection. And
it actually doesn't cost that much.
Your audio went out again.
What the hell? Why does my audio keep going out?
I don't know, bro.
Yes, like I was saying, it doesn't cost that much to make an unstable cube. Actually, I think the box, like the cube itself, because I bought a nice one from Ultra Pro, cost more than the cards that go in it. So
I know Mike's gonna scream at me for this, but I'm gonna protect Standard for a second right now. Standard actually happens to be in a decent situation even after the bans, and I know everybody hates the bans because bans fucked people over. Me and actually Kyle and Trashfire, we were both talking about how instead of bans, maybe they should do restricted. Instead of like banning all the cards, just restricting it to you could only like have 1 or 2 in a deck. I think that would be better, but yes, like in terms of bans suck. So Standard is kind of shitty when you have to go ahead and ban shit. But right now happens to be that the meta is actually pretty like diverse in terms of all the types of decks that there are. You can play. You can play a trashy deck.
Do what you're talking about.
You could play not a very good deck. Let's talk about, like, for example, Abzan tokens. It wins sometimes. You could play Abzan tokens and sometimes beat mono red. Like, you
can't have restricted, though. You can't do that because then the game just becomes about swingy variants. You don't understand because you've never played in restricted environments, but all it does is it creates certain key power cards that it's always just, if I get my X card, the one copy of, you're fucked. And then when you lose to it, you don't feel like you've legitimately lost a game of Magic. You feel like you've lost a fucking coin flip. Restricted is totally not the way to go. On top of that, it adds so much more rules baggage that you have to know going into a tournament and increases the incidence of people who are going to be told, now your deck's illegal, you're out of the tournament. It's a total non-solution. Now, I'm not disagreeing with some of the other things.
That makes sense.
The restricted thing is totally never going to work.
I guess I never thought of it that way. I thought of it more like, I guess the deck is just not going to be as good and as successful if it's that way. But when it comes in terms of like people playing certain cards, like for example, if Smuggler's Copter was freaking restricted, everybody would have it in their deck and it'd be like a 1-of, let's say, because you could only have one, but still it'd be like an absurd card and you put it down on turn 2 and then you basically win the game in 3 turns. So I hear what you're saying.
You don't win the game in 3 turns off a Smuggler's Copter. It's not that absurdly powerful.
You can win, but no. If you get a Smuggler's Copter down on the battlefield, they're going to be focusing on that thing, and they're not going to be focusing on any of your other creatures. They're going to be trying to kill that shit. So
it's dumb.
When you
Smuggler's Copter is stupid. It's literally an artifact that just says, hey, I can make any of your creatures that are 3/3 or smaller have haste and give them a boost. Oh, we'll fucking thin through your decks too. On top of the fact that they put a fucking helicopter in Magic, which is the most retarded thing that's ever happened in Magic. An egg-shaped helicopter. I live in a world where airships, everyone uses airship, except for smugglers. Just shoot down the helicopters. That's the smugglers. That's it. Helicopters in Magic. Fucking helicopters.
In Magic.
Fucking helicopters.
Yeah. I know you hate vehicles, but not everybody does.
I don't hate the fucking concept of vehicles, but these stupid cunts brought cars, trains, and helicopters into Magic. And for that, honestly, the more I think about it, that is one of the biggest reasons that Mark Rosewater needs to be replaced. He was totally okay with, why not just make a Tron set in Magic next? Like, fuck Magic. Why don't we just make a Shadowrun set? Come on, guys, get your cred. We're going on a fucking Shadowrun tonight. We're going to frag some fuckers. Like, it's just, I've got my shotgun, and it's stupid. I'm going to go and set your tasers to, or what, phasers. Set your phasers to stun. We've got Star Trek Magic set coming out. Get your Worf card and Captain Picard. I'm Captain Picard. Teleport down to the planet. Oh, tap for 2 energy tokens to teleport. Fucking Christ. Fire the phasers. Shields up. Oh, sorry, man. I fucking summoned alien races from fucking Galaxy 9. And that chick from Deep Space Nine comes. It's so stupid. It's not Magic the Gathering. Just think about cars, trains, and helicopters in Lord of the Rings. If you want to understand if something fits in Magic, just try and put it in something like Lord of the Rings, and the absurdity will stick right out. Put Frodo in a helicopter. We're off to fly to the fucking to Mordor. Give me a fucking break.
That's amazing. No, it takes out of a lot of the flavor and Magic in general. Like it's misplaced.
Flavor is Magic.
Yeah, flavor is Magic, and it doesn't fit in correctly. It's kind of like just out of place.
That's actually incorrect. It completely fits in flavorfully with Kaladesh because it's a unique world
Kaladesh
where
is garbage. It doesn't fit in with Magic.
Tangible Aether, Mike. It's a unique world. It's the one plane in the storyline where Aether is a tangible force that actually interacts with the.
You're right.
No, because they cracked the Aether code and they managed to separate the reactive part of Aether from the energy-producing part of Aether because the inhabitants of Kaladesh are fucking geniuses. That's why their invention fits flavorfully in the world, and it's amazing. No, but
it's
anyone
retarded.
Who says that it's not flavorful is
no,
wrong.
it's retarded. You've accepted.
It's not flavorful. You're wrong.
That they made Magic gas.
Bloodsport.
No,
it's
I've explained why it's flavorful.
It totally is. You're like they came up with
why
the
it's flavorfully correct that Kaladesh is amazing.
Stupid.
It has tangible Aether, and that's why it resulted in the invention of all the wonderful things you see on Kaladesh.
Yeah, exactly. Cars, totally Magic the Gathering. Planes, Magic the Gathering. Helicopters, Magic the Gathering. Jetpacks, Magic the Gathering. Backed up by TrashfireMTG.
Guess what? Magic the Gathering is not Lord of the fucking Rings.
You're 100% on point. 100% on point. Jetpacks and Lord of the Rings. As long as they had said,
yeah, because Magic the Gathering is not fucking Lord of the Rings, old man. You're old and you're grumpy.
It's a fantasy-based game. It's a fantasy-based game, not a sci-fi game. And you're just like, but they just made sci-fi Magic, and you're just grumpy about that. It's stupid, and it's retarded.
Okay, Mike.
And I may be grumpy, but I say that on good days too, motherfucker. So it doesn't matter. I stand by that every day of the week. I don't flip
I love it.
Fuck the jetpacks. You stand by jetpacks and helicopters. You're a douche.
Oh, you already knew I was a douche, Mike. That's why you love me.
I know. Fuck, whatever, man. I mean, fucking everybody's a douche sometimes. But when it comes to vehicles, you're a fucking cunt, and now you're a beardless boy, and no one's going to listen to you anyway.
Wait. 1 second. What about Sky Sovereign Flagship?
Yeah, that's what I keep bringing up.
No. Stupid as amazing. Airships aren't as dumb as... Airships at least can be like, it's a boat flying with magic, whereas a helicopter is like, it flies with helicopter blades, like the army has, guys. Oh, chubba, 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 chubba. I'm a smuggler.
Okay, but the boat kind of fits into the magical world.
Boats as vehicles, I 100% have no problem with. Even shit like the Cultivator's Caravan, that big dumb cart. It's like, just don't make it modernized. If you can make the Dodge Fleetwheel Cruiser drive down the street by me. Anyways, I ran it enough about this.
No, I like hearing your opinion, especially on this, because I've only heard it once or twice, so it's interesting. Not many people hate vehicles with as much of a passion as you do. Honestly,
I only hate the Kaladesh block vehicles. Only Kaladesh block vehicles. I've given a pass to Ixalan vehicles. They came with ships that totally fits the flavor. And honestly, I will say, if they had done the first set had just had ships or something, I probably wouldn't have reacted so strongly. But they introduced vehicles by going, toot, toot, beep, beep. Who's got the keys to my Jeep? We got drag racers from Magic. We've got cars. We've got trains. We've got planes. We got helicopters. All the modern conveniences you could ever want have entered Magic the Gathering. And sure it's for any retard. You want a jetpack? Of course you didn't. Here you go.
I think they had tanks too. Yeah, they had jetpacks. They had jetpacks. There was these dudes that was fucking flying on jetpacks. That was awesome.
It's okay though. It's okay because it's Aether Magic, man. It's all good. Aether Magic, whatever.
Jetpacks, yeah. I mean, but jetpacks is kind of like
if you can shape it. Yeah, they should just make a tank, and it could look just like a tank, and it could just be like it's powered by Aether Magic. So that totally fits into Magic, dude. Shut up. They put a crystal on the fucking They put a crystal on the shell.
They don't use gas. They use ether. Instead of, it's just the same exact thing.
Yeah, exactly. It's fine. I know it looks like a legit. Guy, they have Aether cell phones too. They explain it in the flavor. They got cell phones that operate on the Aether, yo.
Y'all know that Yawgmoth was a piece of shit.
Yawgmoth was a piece of shit. That was so random.
It was random, but funny.
It was.
I don't know about that Yawgmoth guy. He sounds pretty cool. Why don't you tell me more?
I can't. I don't even know, bro.
Makes it sound like a cult. It's like, tell me more about this Yawgmoth. I may join.
Yawgmoth is the creator of Phyrexia. Actually, he is Phyrexia.
What do you feel about that? If it's like kind of like steampunk-ish, a little bit. It is steampunk. Aside for the vehicles,
they called it Aetherpunk.
Everything else
what they called it.
Steampunk.
Aetherpunk.
Aetherpunk.
Oh god.
That's what they called it. Aetherpunk.
Aetherpunk.
Oh god.
Yes. I never heard that.
God, they did? I never saw that. Oh, it hurts. It hurts. It's so
Not many
stupid.
people are
Kaladesh
as deeply invested into the lore of Kaladesh as I am, and I fucking love Kaladesh. You take that back.
It's adorable.
Homelands is worse than Kaladesh.
No, man. You know what? Here's the thing. No matter how much I hate the Kaladesh block, I can't take away your enjoyment of it. So remember that. But I will say, without a doubt, in terms of flavor, not mechanics or whatever else, but just specifically in terms of flavor, Kaladesh is hands down the absolute worst block made in Magic, in like the worst world for Magic ever. It's so fucking bad, dude. The set has some good cards in it, but the world
story
itself
did suck because
is like it's basically like, guys, you did Machine Worlds before, Mirrodin, Phyrexia, they nailed it, and then they did this shit, and it's like, oh, guys, no, you really did.
They had the Renegades come in and ruin Kaladesh. They ruined. The actual story of Kaladesh was not that great. I wanted Baral to just fucking sever Chandra's fucking head. Baral was kicking some ass. He has a good storyline in Kaladesh until they got fucked over.
Your phone cut out, so all I heard was the last part.
Well, my phone likes to fuck me over and make me look stupid. Fuck it. Fuck you, phone.
Fuck you, phone. So what's your favorite... I know that I heard that your favorite Magic set is Kaladesh. I've never heard Purple's favorite Magic set. Is it Homelands?
What the fuck? Are you trying to call me retarded or something?
Yes.
God, Homelands is the fucking only set that's almost as bad as goddamn Kaladesh, my man.
I know. It was a joke.
Legends, motherfucker. Legends.
Legends. So what about anything new? What about anything new? Anything new that you like the past like 3 years?
That's a good question.
Cons was awesome.
No,
in my opinion. I love
Theros. Theros was cool.
Yeah.
Didn't give a shit about Theros. I did like I liked what they did with the Innistrad block, the first Innistrad block, and the Hell Vault and all that shit. I dug that. I'd say that to me, that's a newer set, and I would say that was one I enjoyed, like the dark kind of Victorian Gothic feel they gave the set.
I'm on the same page with that. Innistrad is one of my favorite blocks, as well as Phyrexia, Scars of Mirrodin. Those sets are cool as hell also, because it's also like this dark type of thing, but as well like it has this still like a little. There's a little bit of like light to it that has. It's just this really weird fucking feeling. It's creepy as hell. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Yeah. Speaking of creepy, the dark was amazing for that, man. That was a really evocative, fucked up set.
I don't think I've ever. I wasn't around that during that set, so I don't think I've ever seen really many cards from that set.
Yeah, that was back in like 94, 95.
Yeah, I wasn't born then yet.
Back in the evil days of Magic.
That shit was awesome. That's where Maze came from.
I miss the old days.
So, are any of you guys excited for the new, what is it, Return to whatever Dominaria?
Yes, I think
I'm nervous.
Be awesome.
They better fix the card quality first. I don't. If it's gonna be just the same old shit we're getting right now, I'm not gonna be happy, and I won't buy any of it.
I know your opinion on Battle Bond, Mike, but I don't think I asked you guys, Kyle and Trashfire. What's your opinion on Battle Bond? If the possible success of it is even remote.
Isn't that the one that's based on esports?
I don't know if they just. I don't know if they just said that and they're just like trying to like troll us or something. Because I doubt that it could actually be like a dude sitting in front of a fucking like thing playing fucking Halo. You're not gonna have that where it's like Halo player deals 1 damage to all target creatures. Like this, that's not gonna. They're not gonna have that. I don't think they literally meant esports. If they did, there's probably like a. I don't know who wrote that. That's really like the stupidest thing you could ever write. But aside from taking out the esports, everything else sounded pretty interesting. The two-headed giant part sounded interesting, I think.
Was it like what was the premise behind it? It was supposed to be like two-headed giant or something like that?
I think that's a very interesting set. They haven't done anything like that. They haven't done anything like that. It's quite enjoyable to play two-headed giant. If you haven't played two-headed giant,
no, it's not.
It's very fun, especially if you know the person that you're playing with. If you're friends with the person that you're playing with, you can have a lot of fun.
Mike's in the background saying untrue.
I know he is, but
untrue.
Oh yeah. Oh, very untrue. Fuck that shit.
Untrue.
I hate two-headed giant. I hate it so much. It's just like what I said about multiplayer. Now you've got another idiot with you, and it's like, oh god, I hate it.
What is two-headed giant? Explain.
You want me to explain or Purple to explain?
If you know what it is, Table.
I know what it is. You start at 30 life. Well, both players start at 30 life, and I think this is the format. So don't like quote me on this. But both players start at 30 life, and because you're with your other guy, so you both have your own decks, and you can't really attack your own. I don't think you could attack your own player, and I don't think you can protect him from getting like attacked the same way, kind of like EDH. It's a little bit the same, except just somebody's on your team, and you both have to try and work together and strategize together to kill, let's say, somebody that's unprotected. Because if they're both, if one of them is protected and the other one's not protected, then the one that's protected has to try and protect the one that's not protected. So it's a little bit complicated. If you ever played MTG Duels, which I know you haven't probably, but you could actually on there, and that's where I played Two-Headed Giant. Wait, is it on there or is it? No, it's not on there. Where did I play Two-Headed Giant? Maybe it was on Untap or something. I think it was on Untap. Yeah, it was on Untap, not on MTG Duels. Why was I thinking MTG Duels? I was thinking of something else. So yeah, but it's a lot of fun. It is.
Yeah, and I don't know if it would be a set I would get into.
It's worth giving a try, and if you don't like it, then you don't like it. It's kind of like the same thing with the most recent. What was it? The Crown, fucking what was it called? Conspiracy Crown.
Take the Crown.
Yeah, Take the Crown. That was kind of like an 8-person type of like everybody their own. Everybody fights each other. It was kind of like fucking hell. I don't know if you guys played that way, but that's how it was supposed to be played. It was supposed to be played like with 8 people you draft, and then 8 people are sitting at one table, literally just killing everybody. It's like a 8-person EDH game almost. It's insane. It can get insane.
No, I never did any conspiracy. I've done a couple unstable drafts since that came out, and that's been a lot of fun.
Conspiracy was a lot of fun, and it was underrated. While it was only, it didn't get any showtime. Like it was only out for, you know, a couple of weeks before a new set came out, and it didn't even get a chance to shine. So, I hope that they don't do the same thing to Battle Bond. That's what I'm thinking. You know, I know Mike is, again, I know you hate Battle Bond, but I still think it can be successful. We're talking about success here. We're not talking about whether or not you like it or not. We're talking about success. It could be successful if they don't fuck up with making so much fucking product and they take their time before they make each product. Now, I know that's not going to happen, but I'm just saying, like, it's something that they need to fix because their PR sucks.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll be getting into that product at all. Probably won't.
Fuck it. Garbage. The Creed.
The echo of that was hilarious.
I missed it. What happened?
Oh, just Kyle. Being Kyle.
Kyle being Kyle.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, probably won't be successful, though. There's a small chance that it will be successful. But if it is successful, it would be mainly because of just the different type of format that it is. And that people aren't used to playing Two-Headed Giant. People like new things, I think. You know, with Unstable, it's something that didn't come out. You know, the last Unset was 10 years ago. It was 10 fucking years ago.
But
what's so funny
with Battle Bonds?
I think you're so fucking idealistic, man. I mean, come on, let's just look at the facts.
I try to be positive. I'm trying to.
I know, but just look. I'll throw a few things out for you here, and this isn't me trying to super bash on things. This is literally me. I'm just going to present you some evidence, okay? Let's look at what they've put out for the for the past number of years. They've done 2 conspiracies already before doing something like this, right? And when you read his article, he specifically says he's been waiting years to tell us about this. So this could have been released years ago. Now, Conspiracy, which is a fun, funky draft theme set, and a lot of people draft. More people, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, draft than play Two-Headed Giant. So Conspiracy has more appeal. That would be why they tried it twice before they're coming along with this set. They're also cramming out a lot of products, all in the same little wave of time that they're shoving this out as well. This, to me, is way too narrow a target. You're selling a draft experience that you need 4 people minimum for. That's like, the thing is, I can grab a box with somebody else and we can do a pack. When it comes to this is... That's what these cards are going to reference, man. It's literally going to live or die on the strength of the reprints, and there won't be enough. The only other chance the set literally has is if they print something that can be used inside of like the vintage formats that actually makes an impact, and that will be worth a ton of money, and that will skew the sales. But this is garbage, man. It's bound to be garbage. They would have made it years ago otherwise. They're not going to take an amazing idea and go, you know what? We'll wait until we're floundering and failing, and then we'll do it.
Yeah. Well, that's what they're doing, though. They are floundering, and they're making it. So I don't know. I really hope that it does do well, because I don't want to see Magic fail at every single thing that they do. You know, kind of, it sucks to see every single thing go down the drain. Ixalan draft, Rivals of Ixalan draft. If Dominaria sucks, it's going to be really shitty. If Dominaria sucks, things are going to get really bad. Like, really fucking bad.
Well, by all reports, I think Unstable was a big success for them.
Unstable was a fantastic success.
Yeah.
They need to keep putting out sets like that. Whoever was responsible for the R&D on that one did a commendable job.
Maybe they should just switch over to like Unstable, and that's it. Just
they should just start doing unsets for a while.
Everything else, fuck everything else. We're just printing Unstable sets from now on,
That would be totally in line with their horrible business decisions. Like once they find one thing that works, they just fucking beat a dead horse continuously.
Oh yeah.
Why isn't this working more?
It's true.
Exactly.
I've gotten my worst printing error.
No, you're 100% right. The challenger decks.
Yeah.
The challenger decks are literally event decks repackaged and brought back out. I went back and looked over them, and I was like, when I predicted this is what they were going to be, and I looked at the decks, and I'm like, they literally just went, oh, well, event decks didn't do that well, but let's just make twice as many and shove them back out. What the fuck?
This is better than event decks, though, in my opinion. The biggest issue, though, with this is the timing is like complete shit, and it's going to bring down prices for certain cards like Chandra and Hazoret, but it's not going to bring it that much down, because if you think about it, most stores are actually probably going to sell those boxes for more. They're probably not going to sell it for 30 MSRP.
I doubt that. I doubt that very much. I doubt that they will be able to sell these for very much more, man. These fucking things won't have much of a shelf life left when they come out in the fucking first place, because they make these things set to die, right? These things,
it still
what they
won't
try and
sell
say, because they're disingenuous fucks.
That low.
They say they're saying you're supposed to be competitive. Really? Here's one mythic. Here's one mythic you might need, and you better hope we predicted the meta right when we can't even predict the meta right enough not to have to do bannings.
Okay, but you can't expect them to print the whole.
They're gonna tank. They're garbage.
You can't expect them to print a whole standard deck. That would be just ridiculous.
Well, that's what they're saying they're doing. You can't turn around and say to me, that I can't expect them to do exactly what they're fucking saying they're going to do. You're defending it based on the prices of the fucking cards, and you did just say that. Don't say you're not doing it when you just fucking did it. God, it's obvious, man.
A whole standard deck. I said that they're printing.
That's what they're saying. They're saying it's a challenger deck. They're saying you can go in and be competitive. And now you're saying that's not what. Like, why are you defending? They're literally selling the fucking deck on the point that you can walk into an event and be competitive, like they were event decks. And you couldn't be competitive then, and you can't be competitive now. And you're turning around and you're saying to me, well, they never said they were going to make a standard deck. Yes, they did. That's what they're promising. What do you think the product is? Did you read the release? Look at how red I'm getting.
If you bought 2 challenger decks in the same one, like for example,
they said buy 2 decks and put them together to be competitive. Fuck off. Why are you defending this? Can you not just see what I'm saying, though? Like, I know I'm getting worked up, but can you not see that when a company says we're making X and it's not X, it's insane for you to defend it as a good fucking product from the perspective of this is what they meant to make, not from I think I can get this on the secondary market. Just look at it from the fucking perspective of they're lying to your face and you're fucking defending it.
I'm defending it because of the new players. It's good for the new players. When somebody comes in new and they want to go ahead and play standard, that's it. All they have to do is buy a $30 standard deck.
Planeswalker deck costs you less. You get booster packs, and guess what? Those event decks, they're not competitive enough to make a difference.
They're a lot better than
and so are the fucking event decks. But are they good enough? Dude, would you take, let me ask you this. Would you ever take a challenger deck to an event and expect to have a chance of winning, even knowing the meta?
If we're talking,
so if you don't know the meta and you're a brand new player, if you're a brand new player and you don't know the meta, how are you a challenger with a challenger deck? What do you think have you read what Wizards said the product is? I'm genuinely curious.
I have read exactly what it said. I don't remember word for word exactly what it said.
Then why do you think that this is an acceptable product to say that they can literally walk out with this deck and be good to go?
So if they did what you're saying, if they made it, let's say $60, and they put 2 genres in there,
$60? No, you can. I'm not saying make it more expensive. Make it $20. Put 4 genres in, but when they're in print, like fuck you. If you want to make a deck where people can be competitive, make a deck where people can be competitive. Don't lie to sell old singles that are fucking stale to take advantage of the secondary market and people's fucking greed. Idiots are going to buy it thinking they're going to make money, and they won't, because the sheer printing of them tanks the price of it. People are too stupid because event decks are a distant memory. So Wizards are going to milk the people again with this dumb fucking bullshit, and idiots will come out and defend the fucking nonsense. And I'm not calling you an idiot here. I'm just saying I see it all over the place. And that's probably why I'm so fucking triggered right now.
Reddest face in Magic.
The only thing that
we the reddest Magic.
I will defend the fact that it's cheap and that it can go. Somebody can go ahead and enter the standard. That is all I'm going to protect. Somebody can enter the standard for $30. And they can win games. We're not talking. Yes, is it competitive? Are you going to win every single fucking game? No, But are you going to win some games? Yes, I do think you will. And I also think that some of the decks are decent. Yes, but the Sun Control one sucks balls. And the Vehicles one is also kind of shitty. But the Hazard Aggro one and the Counters one are both very, very good decks that can actually win games. If you play Standard, you would know. You don't play Standard. So I'm telling you that I play Standard, and I know that these decks can win. Now, how good are they? They're not competitive. They're not going to fucking win a Pro Tour, obviously, because they don't have, like you said, 4 Shinras, 4 Hazards. But yes, they will win. They can win at FNM.
They're not even competitive at FNM level, bro.
No, they can win at FNM.
Bro, no, they can't. No, fuck off, man. You say, hold on. You say that I don't know Standard, right? You act like I don't run Standard tournaments every fucking week and see what people are playing.
I said you don't play Standard.
Between playing it and being included. Saying that because of that, don't make the false assumption that I'm unaware of how Standard operates. I can get by with one of this.
Your mic's going out.
Everybody's like, no, I need the.
Sorry, your mic went out for a little bit.
It's all good, man. It was probably just fucking useless ranting, anyways. I need to fucking calm. I'm obviously just going off.
Is pure gold. What I want to hear again. What did you say? You play Standard, and I'm not putting you in that. I'm not saying that you don't know anything about Standard. All I'm trying to say is that I think if you played Standard a little bit more, if you played Standard, you would know that these decks can win.
I'm saying, bro.
That's all I'm trying to say. You would know that these decks can win games. Now, is it going to be competitive? It's going to be challenging, dude, like you said. You're 100%. Wait.
Hold on, though.
You're 100% right.
Let me simplify this. I got a simplifying question.
Okay.
I got a simplifying question here. Are all of these challenger decks not just really watered down versions of what things that were recently competitive?
No, Mono Red is one of the best decks right now in Standard.
Is that not what they are, really?
Mono Red is the best Standard deck right now. And the second best
what I'm saying, though, is are these not just pale echoes of current or... Yeah, okay, thing I'm saying. Excellent. Are these decks that they're making are watered down versions of decks that already exist?
Okay,
so they're weaker versions.
They're missing a couple of rares.
Yeah, they're missing. Yep. So
a couple.
We're in agreement. They're missing what's necessary to make them competitive. Excellent.
Yes.
Excellent. So we're in agreement now. That's all I want.
Let's just say this. Let's say that they're missing what's necessary to make them tier 1.
So
can we agree on that? Just say that they're missing what's necessary to make them tier 1. So like they're still playable out of the box. Like that's exactly.
Yeah.
Or yeah, like
that's
somebody
like,
said,
I'm gonna give you a Ferrari. It's only got one tire. Here's your Ferrari. It's only got one tire. It's missing the windshield.
You don't understand.
But tier 2 decks are still competitive, even if you can't. Even if you can't expect to 8-0, you can still expect to be competitive, to get in there and have fun and play Magic and win matches.
Hold on. Everybody needs to understand. I'm coming from the perspective of what Wizards said about their product, right?
Right. I think I remember you saying that it was a good product, but not for what it's designed for.
You can't expect to come into Magic and do whatever. I'm always going to come at it from the angle of Wizards says you can compete in tournaments with this, so it's a shit product.
Right. Like, didn't you say at one point that you
and actually be able to compete and win a tournament with, not to scrub out and come in the middle every time.
Right. Didn't you say that you thought it was a good product, but not for what it was intended for? God damn it. Somebody had said at one point that it was a good product.
Buying like specific singles. If you want to save on buying things like singles, like Opt and what else was in there? There were good commons and uncommons in some of the decks. And I said it was an excellent way to sets of particular cards. Totally, because it is. If you want to grab 4 ofs of a lot of the competitive commons and uncommons, it's fantastic for that. But that's never going to make a competitive play right out of the box. So
it has some good rares in there as well. Bowman Courier,
aspects of
it has some good rares.
Not a maniac who's going to go across the board. It's absolutely negative because of what's that?
They put a shitload of rares in there. They put like 3 or 4 Soulscar Mages, 4 Bomat Couriers.
There's a Glory Bringer in there.
There's a Glory Bringer in there. I think there's Earthshaker Kenra. Those are all rares, dude. I don't think you realize. And some of those cards are way more than $30. We're not even talking about Chandra and Hazoret. Shiner and Hazoret together are worth about $40 or $50. Everything else in there is fucking.
You know what you
around
can do
like
if you
30
want? There's a real simple way. There's come out, just buy one and take it to an event box. See what your experience is like. There you go.
I will.
Yeah,
I'll do that.
I think I'm gonna do that, Mike. I think I'm gonna buy Vehicle Rush and see how I do.
I think you should
buy a purple deck.
And I might be wrong. I might be wrong.
Trashfire can get Vehicle Rush.
Bro, I'm not saying
that I'm one. You guys should all get one.
Well, it'll be twofold
these are all
for me.
just opinions, right? We're all
not only will I be able to buy the deck,
nobody goes, "Hey, I'm the absolute authority."
Trouble getting rid of shitty product like Vehicle Rush. So they'll never sell that fucking deck if I don't buy it from them. So I'll take one on the chin and buy it for them.
This is how much I like purple right here.
Yeah.
Even my EDH deck up in purple dragons.
That's gonna be fucking sick, Kyle.
In honor of MTG Perp.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to trace his logo on the back of each of them, so it'll be
awesome.
the Perp broom and the Perp shield and broom. My own custom Perp sleeves.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, so Kyle's making a Sliver EDH deck. So if you guys have any tips or tricks or whatever suggestions for him, send him some slivers or.
That's interesting. That's awesome.
Yeah, so I'm gonna be sending him some nice things like a Chrome Mox and a Nev's disc and some other things.
Kyle, send me the list and I'll see if I have anything that I can send you over. Send me the list of stuff that you need.
I have no idea what I need.
That's what I mean, guys. Like he needs suggestions.
I don't have any slivers, but if he needs cards that are aside for the slivers, I might have.
I think I got the slivers covered now.
Like I sent him a Sliver Overlord, but he probably still needs. Oh, you got yourself a Sliver Queen too, didn't you, Kyle?
Yeah, got the Queen, got the Hive Lord.
Oh, you got the Hive Lord too? That's sick.
I need to get the. I need to get the expensive one from.
Hell yeah!
But yeah, it hasn't really cost me a whole lot because I had most of the stuff. But yeah, it's costing a bunch. It's great because I love it.
The land is going to be what's expensive for you building a 5-color commander deck.
Yeah, since I can't use my my boxes.
Yeah.
Because if I could, I'd just throw all those fakies in there and just play, my 5 Moxes.
You dirty faker.
Hey, I'm too poor to afford those nowadays. I actually had a chance to get them back in junior high, but I was like, I don't want those. That's like $10 a piece, man. That's all I can only get 2, and that's all my money.
Well, gentlemen, it has reached that time where I must bid you all adieu. Thank you very much for hanging out with me and letting me on the stream table.
Thanks for coming by, Kayla, too.
Wow, man, this guy's precise. All right, Trashfire, well done.
Yeah, man.
Take care, everybody.
So happy to have you.
Yeah, we'll catch you guys next time. We'll do it again.
Yep.
Oh, baby.
Man, have a good one.
How much longer can you guys stay?
I
want to stay.
I think that I've used up a bunch on your fucking stream and getting all red-faced over Magic cards.
Yeah, I know, right? You got pretty feisty.
It's like, so important. I need to get this.
Your face was.
How do you not understand?
Your face was.
Yes, I know, man. I saw it. I saw how red I was getting, and I knew it. And I'm like, I'm just gonna mention it now because I'm a ridiculous human being. And in my head, I'm like, dude, why do you even? I don't know. I'm just fucking this. Apparently, it's just stuff that don't matter, my man. What I like about you guys is you all just go, well, that's just fucking purple. He's gonna get red-faced and yell, and then we'll just go back to talk. It's just like it didn't even happen. I've just got crazy yelling Tourette's. They're like, just wait, a little quieter. We can. But yeah, I think that I think that I need to go and have some fucking food. Well, thanks, man. I appreciate you having me on.
No, thank you for coming. It's like
and guys,
it was awesome. It was
Yeah,
really,
we'll have
really
to
awesome.
do it again.
Yeah, dude.
I'm probably gonna live stream tonight as well, so you guys should come by.
Yeah,
I'll be there, bro.
But I'd certainly like to have this like group get to know each other better and have like a friendly type of stream.
What are you trying to have sex with us now? This is
yeah,
get to know each other better.
Yeah,
let's do it, man. Is this chatter bait, yo? Are we ending this off with a popping and locking? I ain't fist bumping for the music, yo.
Purple pump, pump for perps. Pump for perps.
Pumps for perps, yo.
Pumps for
All
perps.
right.
All right, guys.
All right, I'm all head out. Take it easy.
Yeah, thanks everyone.
See you later. See you later on your stream tonight, bro.
Yeah, I'll see you later.
Peace.
Later, everybody.
I think we'll end it. So before we end it, just everybody go ahead and subscribe to these guys because they're awesome. Especially Stone Monkey Productions, especially every single one of them. You know, come on, you just go. It's so simple. Just press that subscribe button. These guys are awesome. Just take a look at their content, and I really thank everybody for coming by. So hopefully we'll see you in the next stream. So I'll see you guys soon. Peace out.